What'd I tell you?
When the zombie apocalypse arrives, will you survive? Zombie go boom. Kick undead ass.
Hey, what's up, survivors? Welcome to another mind-blowing mini episode from Zombie Go Boom. We watched the season premiere of The Walking Dead last night, and we wanted to try some of the kills out because some of them were frankly pretty ridiculous. You saw people going through zombies left and right with stuff that definitely wouldn't work with not enough force, and a lot of them were very, very small people. But one guy held a knife like this, like you would I don't know, a pencil or something, and then just kind of went... Like a dart, yeah.
Holding it like a dart.
And then just went... And it went right through the skull. Another person used a pool stick. And stabbed it right under here. You want to show 'em?
Basically went up through here and then out the eye socket somehow.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then another person did the crowbar thing that was through the eye, and we've already proven that doesn't even work when you go in through the back, but we're gonna do it again. We have this board set up here so that the weight of the zombie is forward because they were going toward the fence, and that actually will make it easier for us to break into the skull.
Even though it's not going to work anyway.
Even though it's not going to work anyway, probably. I mean, we could
see.
be surprised. I don't know.
We'll see.
But anyway. Alright guys, so we'll be using the knife first, then we'll be moving on to the crowbar, then we'll be moving on to the pool stick. But before we get started, I want to put something that you're thinking to rest, and that is that you think that the skull has decomposed since The Walking Dead started. You know, it's been about a year or so, if they keep time in an apocalyptic event. Anyway, so the skull is going to be so much easier to get through. Well, here's the thing. Depending on the environment, it can take up to a year for the skull or the bone to even start decomposing in the first place. And it also depends on the virus or parasite or whatever it is that started the zombie apocalypse. Max Brooks says that the virus will actually keep the body from decomposing because it keeps bacteria and other things that feed on it out. So it's still going to be really, really hard for a very, very long time. So this test is still very accurate. Charles, you ready for the knife?
Sure. One of the kills that you saw, a guy basically went straight up to a zombie, point blank range basically, and just poked through a zombie like it wasn't even there, holding a knife like this, like you would a dart, and there's basically no power behind it. So I'm going to try that right now. Nope.
Oh, that's a kill.
Yeah, not working. Alright, another strike that you saw was somebody used a crowbar and basically went in through the eye, but it looked like they put like no force behind it. So, and another thing to keep in mind on movie sets, props, they don't have any weight to them. This is actual metal, okay? So it's not going to be like, I wouldn't rely on this, okay? First of all, if you're trying to go in through the eye. If you're just trying to bash its brains in, that might work.
Alright, and the last thing that we're going to test out is this lady. She took this pool stick, and the first thing she did was she hit the zombie here. The pool stick didn't break, but it knocked down the zombie. Then she stabbed another zombie right through the meaty part of the torso, which is actually more bone than meat. You have a really high chance of hitting, you know, ribs and things of that nature, but whatever. The pool stick went straight through the torso with very minimal effort, and you'd think, okay, if it's that mushy, then why was she able to break the pool stick after that with one hand? And this is a lady, and she probably doesn't weigh more than 125 pounds, okay? She breaks it with one hand and then takes what's left of the pool stick and stabs the zombie right up here. Now Charles is gonna tell you why none of that would work, and then we're also gonna try it out.
Alright, first of all, the slap to the side of the face, that might work. It might work, but I'm betting that the pool stick would break, honestly, because this is pretty thin right here, and you know, using it like a baseball and slapping a zombie in the side of the face that's running at you, I don't know if it'd work. And the stabbing through the guts with this, why would you waste energy stabbing a zombie in the guts if it's not gonna kill it? Like, that's just wasting time and energy. Go for the brain. Don't go for the guts. And then, after she breaks it off with one hand, which I'm sure she could actually do in real life, she takes the rest of it and stabs it up through the bottom of the, underneath the jaw right here, which actually is pretty fleshy, and then out the eye socket.
Now there is a pathway to that, and it's right through the cheekbone, and basically you're not going through any bone. But if you do that, you're not getting in the brain. The brain is in the skull. It's surrounded by bone.
It's not in your eyeball.
Right, so destroying a zombie's eyeball through the jaw is not going to kill it. If you want to kill it, you have to go through bone, and that is probably not going to work to do that. But who knows? Let's try it out.
We're gonna start with the slap to the side of the face. What'd I tell you?
Okay, so the slap to the face totally broke the pool stick, which means we couldn't strike the next zombie. Also, the zombie barely moved. It doesn't have any weight to it, so that zombie would probably still keep coming after the pool stick broke. Now let's try that strike that goes under the jaw and see what happens. Okay.
No. If you go straight up under the jaw, it definitely does not come out the eye socket. It goes straight back towards the brain, and this stick isn't sharp enough or strong enough or small enough to be able to get through the skull.
Alright, so we love the show. We think it's great. I'm especially a huge fan of the comic. It's amazing. But, you know, in real life application, certain things just don't work. It looks cool, you know. Kind of like what we talked about in Machete, you know, certain things look cool in movies but wouldn't really work in real life. And you always wonder, in a zombie apocalypse, why is it that there are so many zombies when people can just kill zombies left and right? Well, the reason is because you can't kill a zombie left and right. They are really, really hard to kill. It's a lot easier to kill a human being, okay? So, anyway, if you like these, if you like us kind of looking at attacks and kills from The Walking Dead and then showing them to you in real world applications, please let us know in the comment section below, and we'll do it every week. But with another mini episode of Zombie Go Boom, I'm Chuck Murray.
And I'm Charles Fultz.
And we will see you next Sunday.